Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another episode of the Internet Sensation Podcast. I am your first host, Alex. I'm Alex on YouTube and Twitter, and I'm joined with my other host.
Yeah, I'm another host. I'm King Anna from Twitter.
From Twitter.
I don't know, trying YouTube a little here and there. But yeah, my name's Anna, and we're glad to have you for this podcast.
Again. Back after 2 weeks.
After 2 weeks. It's been a very busy 2 weeks.
So I understand didn't really give any warning to the fact that we were just going to kind of disappear. I mean, so number one, like
we tried.
I did try, but at the same time, it's like I've been so busy, and if one of us is out, and obviously
you can't just
do a podcast,
especially on the Anna and Alex channel.
Yeah, it wouldn't really fit too well. So basically, what happened to me was that number one, my 3 months in the USA, which I get with the ESTA, was up. So like I had to go back to England pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole week previous was me stacking up videos. So yeah, no podcast. It just kind of like fell by the wayside because that's what happened.
So basically what happened was the first week we had a charity stream, if you want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, that obviously as well. That was
the first week.
Yeah, so our hair is different colours.
Yeah, mine is pink, his is supposed to be purple. We will re-dye that one.
Amend that soon.
That is just fading out so fast.
Yeah, it's barely even pink at this point.
Honestly, it's like a bit
it's
of
like a blonde.
It's like a beige pastel. I've been trying so hard, to get pastel colors. For all you hair dyers out there, getting pastel from dark brown hair is the hardest thing, and you just got it within like you're the worst.
It's probably due to the fact that I obviously watch a lot of Zoella videos, so I've picked up on some hair dyeing tips.
But yeah, so we raised
$5,000. I still haven't been paid from Twitch yet, which is why I don't know the exact pricing still. Mm-hmm. So that should be at the end of the month. I'm pretty sure we've currently confirmed in the Just Giving page it's $3,500. Add in the clothing, that's another couple £100.
It's just 500 plus as of right now. You'll be coming out the video to detail it all. But so basically that was the Saturday, and usually we post this on Sunday. So it's like everything.
It wasn't just the Saturday. It was a 24-hour stream.
It was a 24-hour
Saturday and Sunday.
What we were going to do, we were gonna try to bust it out. Obviously, I went to bed, but like you were up for 24 hours, and we were gonna. It ended at like 2 p.m. We were going to like do a live stream at least for the podcast, but it's like you were so tired.
This podcast takes a lot to set up.
Yeah.
And that coupled with literally just sat down and talked for 24 hours straight. So I don't really want to go and do a podcast after that, really.
And then the next one was, so basically with an English person coming to the U.S., you only have 3 months to stay in the U.S. as a travel visa, and you have to go back and you're
going to use it periodically as well. So basically what happened is as Anna was saying, is I get 3 months to go in and out, which comes round to one thing, which is I might not be able to go to PAX.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that I may miss out. VidCon still a possibility, but I haven't got my work visa sorted yet through the clothes selling, which reminds me that this podcast is still sponsored by internetsensation.shop. Please buy the clothing. It keeps me alive and lets me live places. So appreciate
That's a new shirt.
This is one of the
that's the new shirts.
Let's get my camera angle going. There you go. Look at that. It's the blue and pink hands one. The issue is I've given away all of my stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when I went back to England. My brother took my last OK hand hoodie off me, so I'm going to have to go and buy my own.
Everyone's like, I want a shirt. Yeah, I mean, this is from the same company, but this is not.
You got one of George's ones.
Yeah, Mamulus.
But now we got all that stuff out of the way. The basic, why have we not been doing anything? Why are we so lazy? Bollocks. I suppose we could go on to stuff like net neutrality, because the world isn't over yet.
No. We got a new sign.
Oh, that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that one I think was pretty obvious by now. If you've been watching my videos, you'd know. Which also a quick thank you for 60,000 new subscribers this month, because that's a bit mental and trending every single time I upload. It's trending again. My net neutrality video trended, so there's the segue we were looking for. Ajit Pai's a dickhead. So the FCC voted to repeal net neutrality, and Anna knows more about it than I do, so she could talk about it.
I mean, you're the one who made a video on it, but okay, so...
I know why it's bad.
Okay, so basically, in America, net neutrality, if you're unaware of it, I'll just brief it real quick. So, net neutrality is meaning that we can roam the internet for free without paying anything, right? Whereas what they're trying to do, the FCC, which is a government-based thing that controls, like... all sorts of communication, television, radio, all that stuff. They want to make it so you have to pay for the internet. And people are over-exaggerating. I've been looking through Twitter. A lot of people are like, oh, you're going to have to pay $50 million for a tweet. That's over-exaggeration, but you won't have to pay for, like, each tweet. What they're trying to do, in my understanding, is, like, you know how you have TV, right? You don't have every single channel. You pay for a package. But to get those extra channels, you have to pay for, like, HBO, Showtime in America. I don't know what else is in other countries.
It's just like Sky. So the way Sky works is you get Sky Sports, Sky TV,
or like HD, like
Sky Entertainment, Sky Sports HD, because they have a non-high definition channel and a high definition channel.
So what they're trying to do, some people think that they're going to package it. So like messaging, social media, they're going to separate that. You have to pay for that package. Or like streaming content, video content, you have to pay for that package. But anyway, so it's basically just not making the internet as free as it used to be, which is why we call it net neutrality.
Keeps everything neutral, basically.
Exactly, which is what it should be. Now, a lot of people are affected by this. The whole entire world is. That's why you, from England, you know, you're talking about it, because it affects you, obviously, because you're going to live in America.
If it affects America, it affects everyone, because less traffic online in America will affect online businesses in the UK, so on and so forth. Like, any limitation to the internet is a hit to any place in the country, so...
So Ajit Pai is the leader. I don't know what exactly. He's like
He's
the director
guy who proposed the bill,
of the FCC. Like he is the top dog. There's 5 people. I don't know exactly all of their names, but they went to court to vote whether or not they should go ahead with this, and it came out 3-2. Interestingly, 3 Republicans voted. They wanted net neutrality to be over. 2 people who are Democrats wanted it to keep net neutrality, right? For us to... But no, it's very interesting because it was actually... There was a staggering amount of people from like the Republican side who actually didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, because they didn't benefit from it.
Exactly. So it's not like a Republican-Democrat thing. Like it literally is...
It's like the 2 Republicans were probably being paid off.
3 Republicans.
Yeah, the 3 Republicans.
Oh, well, yeah, Ajit Pai and the other 2.
I mean, so basically another thing is that a lot of the people would receive donations from various, like, companies who wanted to repeal it. So that was funny as well.
Well, it's not just that. I don't know if they necessarily got paid off, but what's going to happen next is it's going to... now, Congress has this thing where they can review an act, which happens all the time. It's probably 100% likely that Congress is going to review this.
And say no.
And no. So what happens is... the reason why everyone's like, oh, it's being paid off is because people of Congress are getting paid off. And that's what's like making it different, because this has happened before in the past. I think like in 2014, we were doing like, I remember all the way back, there was like SOPA, SOPA, like all these things, but Congress never passed it, right? So people are like, oh, Congress isn't going to pass it, but people have been paid off this time. So it's like, it's just money flying in the air. And like 83% of Americans didn't approve of this. Like that's...
I don't think anybody approved of it really, apart from the people who got paid.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just, we hope for the best, honestly.
It's not done yet, but like it's one of those things where it's like if Congress have been paid off, then it's like pretty much over. But at the same time, I don't believe it will go through.
I don't know what's gonna happen. It was really funny because when I was watching the live stream of the court, they got like a threat, so they had to call the K9 team to sniff out to see if there was...
swatted.
Yeah.
Where people watching the live stream, yeah, they called the bloody police force in.
Yeah.
So it was bomb threat, which is what they do, don't they? That's what people like to do. Anyway, I think it's net neutrality over. Honestly, like, it's so annoying that it's so important to talk about because it's really fucking boring. I don't like talking about net neutrality.
Is it because it's like political government stuff?
It's just like, yeah, don't do it.
It's also like really confusing. Like I tried to find information about it online.
Even the name is confusing. People didn't know if they wanted to keep it, wanted to get rid of it, because the name, they don't know what it even meant.
Yeah, I got confused at one point too, because I was like, do I say I'm against like net neutrality, or am I for it? Because what does it mean to have net neutrality?
Yeah, nobody had a fucking clue.
But
They're trying to say it all in the first place, which is how bills get passed.
It was really funny though, because on Twitter, the number one trending for the longest time was a misspelling of net neutrality. And if you tried to spell net neutrality, it's like so many wrong listings. It really says it all.
Neutrality.
Yeah, net neutrality.
Yeah, well, that also says it all. It's probably why stuff like this happens all the time. But apart from that, one thing that did happen YouTube-wise, and it's not monetization stuff, so don't get upset. YouTube Rewind was really colourful this year.
Very colourful. A lot of slime.
Yeah, a lot of slime.
I didn't know that was a YouTube thing as much as it was an Instagram thing.
Oh, who cares at this point? It's just like they shoved a bunch of trends in, most of them
fidget spinners.
Not anything to do with 2018. Half of those trends came from 2017, 16, 15. So it was like, all right, it's not even really 2018 based. And then the most relevant thing they flashed up is Logan and Jake Paul. Mm-hmm. And that was it. Apart from that, it was an absolute shit show. I know most of the people I didn't recognise because they're like Spanish channels.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
understandable.
The Spanish channels do have millions of subscribers, like 5-6 million. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, yeah, that's fair enough. But you're not putting YouTubers in from other countries to the same amount. It should be, let's get everybody with 1 million plus in. Mm-hmm. That should really be the basic requirement of Rewind.
Or not even that, to be honest. Like, I'm thinking, get like the trending people, obviously, of that year, because it's the year of 2017, right? Some people may have 1 million subs but have dropped. Like, so many people, right? They were relevant back in 2012. I used to watch so many YouTubers that were relevant in 2012, but if you actually look at their channel right now, they're not as popular anymore. It's like, think about other industries, right? Like, there's actors that were relevant back in the day, completely dropped off, right? They're not relevant anymore. So they should be filtering these people out.
Well, I'm guessing most have highest growth of the year, and just stick those guys in it. Just like saying, people complain less. Because it's just like YouTube should just like... There's no issue with admitting creator bias. I know most of the reasons those people were in it is because they are friends of somebody else's friend who was also in it. Yeah. And they go to the YouTube space a lot. Mm-hmm. It's like the way it seems to be picked is you got like big vlogger who has met Susan, and then his friends with like not even like 500,000 subs are in Rewind. Yeah. And it's just weird. A lot of people thought I was very serious when I said... Why am I not in it? Mm-hmm. But I was completely taking the piss. The whole point was it wouldn't have mattered if he'd have chucked me in because nobody knew who anybody was. It's weird. I don't think the issue is if nobody knew who anybody was. That's just funny to me because that's more me than on YouTube. I'm sure most of them are pretty relevant. But then you see like Tyler Oakley pop up and it's like, what's he doing there?
Yeah, I mean, at least they got some new people in that are more relevant right now. Liza Koshy, obviously. Lele Pons.
Yeah, if that was Lele Pons.
Well, it's so... Yeah, I feel... Her face...
They changed it.
They did.
And this isn't like cyberbullying.
No, they literally changed it.
They literally... I'm pretty sure if you look, Liza's face is also morphed as well. Yeah. So when like they've tried to fit them into like this corner screen, and for some reason, they've removed like... So they've either morphed it, they've removed some like pretty important dimensions of the video because her face is just stretched in weird places. Yeah, and it's really noticeable if you go watch it back.
I remember seeing like something about Logan Paul. I think it was the cover of one of the YouTube Red series, and they made his whole entire head
bigger.
Yeah. I was just like, what are you doing? This is not like magazine cover, like Photoshop season.
It's just weird. Yeah, I saw that. They made his head bigger in the YouTube Red series, the thinning one. You get that advert every single fucking time. And it's just like, all right, Logan Paul's paying for my meals.
Yeah, I mean, the main criticism of YouTube Rewind was there was so many people that, like, literally people had less than a millisecond of time, or you just didn't see them at all. They were just, it looked like extras in the background. If I didn't know.
Yeah, I need to plug the laptop. Carry on.
If I didn't know, I wouldn't have known, like, I would just think that they're all extras, basically. And all of it was just, you know, Vine crashed, right? Vine crashed and went out. And all these people just immigrated to YouTube. For example.
Yeah, immigrate to YouTube and also getting YouTube Rewind, which is the best part about it.
Yeah.
It's like, one thing, number one, the requirement should be they've been on the platform for at least a certain amount of years, or they blew up from that platform. Because when you put fucking Lele Pons in, and Hannah Stocking, and Anwar Jazari, the people who trend no matter what, just for being literal culture vultures, the actual YouTubers who are blown out, like Will and E, who's done 1 million subs in a year, you know, you got Memulus as well,
Yeah.
2 guys who smashed it this year in the UK. But no, let's put the Viners in. A Viner with like 5 million subs should be the equivalent of a YouTuber with 500k. That's my hot take. That's not. I don't mean that.
But the thing is like, as you said, it is like, it's a YouTube advertisement. It really is. Otherwise, they would be putting people like iDubbbz, right? Where's iDubbbz?
The way they see it is that, like, all right, you've uploaded a YouTube video. You're a YouTuber. Stephen Colbert, YouTuber, he uploads his highlights to YouTube. Definitely not because there's a deal where he exclusively posts to us. That's not happening. I feel like a dick when I talk about this because I've literally trended every single day I've uploaded
it's
for last week, and I really fucking appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am at this point becoming a Lele Pons or Eliza Koshy. So whatever I do trends, and it's like, yeah, YouTube's golden boy. So people are gonna be like, it seems weird, but like, it's faulty. It's definitely rigged. I know that I'm 100% being put in there on purpose, but they can carry on doing that. But my only advice would be, and they don't have to do it because they keep on putting me in trending, is, on an honest note, is stop calling it trending, just call it the spotlight. These are our favourite videos today. At YouTube, we picked them. Fuck you if you don't agree with us. This is what we liked. And get somebody to actually watch them through so that you're not putting like PewDiePie on there saying the N-word. You know? Just a proper filtration. Just make the trending page, like, give it to like 2 interns to run.
Yeah.
Done. Don't
like,
call it the
you know how like
page.
they say like on certain stuff like editor's choice or something, just make it like YouTube's choice.
YouTube's choice. And they do that with some channels. One of my Patreons, Pangissitis, got like 60k subs off that.
Or like how they do like YouTuber on the rise, like they pick those people.
That's who Pangissitis, how he got it.
Yeah.
It was picked as creator on the rise and he blew the fuck up. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, just call it like videos on the rise.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very interesting. But yeah, YouTube Rewind. And then also, it's like...
There's no PewDiePie in it.
No PewDiePie. No. Well, that's understandable from everything that has happened in the year. I mean, he even said that. The way he talked about it, go watch his video. It's very interesting what he had to say.
It is completely understandable. He fucking deserves it. Like, he deserves to be pulled from it. But at the same time, it's like...
I mean, he didn't do any of it on purpose. It was just all accidental. But, like, yeah, he doesn't...
It's like insult to injury when YouTube can't even put their own biggest creator in it. It's just like...
Yeah, it is. But it's also, like, you also don't want to say, like, oh, YouTube is only for YouTubers and no one else from outside sources can enter into YouTube. But, like, it's also kind of like they should focus on the main YouTubers. Like, the actual
people who pay for the way for the platform, but they won't. But this is the thing, though. You got Emma Blackery, actual YouTuber. Like, actual YouTuber. I've been watching her since before she had 100k.
Yeah, I remember.
And even then, she was seen as roughly new, like 2013, 2012 era.
She was part of that Charlie's So Cool clique.
Like those type of people, yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, the British vloggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Emma, who's like... reasonably probably one of the biggest vloggers there is. She's definitely like well into the millions. She basically just like did a half an hour video on how YouTube Rewind basically just was an absolute shit show. Left her out in the cold, put her in for like 1 second. I noticed her in the video, but she was motion blurred in, and it's just, I was just watching it like, I imagine being one of those people. It's like, You say to your family and friends, look, I'm in this. I have done something. It's like a production.
Mm-hmm.
It's like actual TV work. But at the same time, it's like, I'm in it for a second. It's like that classic when somebody gets their first break type of thing.
Well, the way she was explaining it, interesting video again. You should go watch it if you're interested. But she was basically saying she went there taking time off of her actual YouTube job, right? It's like
and
YouTube,
producing that music.
Exactly. YouTube is like a day-to-day, hour-to-hour job. You can't just take a YouTuber for a whole entire day. And first of all, I can understand, but like, didn't pay, right? Spent the whole entire day waiting. Whereas like big YouTubers who like actually get the spotlight just come in, do something for a second and leave, right?
Well, I don't really think it was that way. I mean, the ones who...
That's how she explained the last YouTube Rewind.
Well, yeah, they obviously care more about Liza Koshy and Lele Pons because they put her in for more. But like, even the Diamond Minecart was put out there, but he hasn't complained. But he's a guy he's like 300 million views a month.
Mm-hmm.
He's bigger than Liza and Lele Pons.
Yeah.
4 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
4 seconds, and that guy is like absolutely killing it. Like #1 YouTuber on the Forbes list, and he got like 4 seconds of fucking screen time. But it's not just that; it's the fact that you're not getting paid, and the production was fucking whack.
Even in Hollywood, the extras are paid.
Yeah, of course, because you pay people for work. But
exactly.
Like YouTube are probably just thinking, I already gave you a platform.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's not just that, but like YouTube takes 60% of your cut. Then they give 40% to you, and then a network gives you like 90% of that 40%.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, you've paid for this production, and fuck you. We're going to treat you like shit, which is nice of them. But is that everything to do with like YouTube Rewind and all?
Yeah, just no one really noticeable, went too fast. It's just also like very poorly put together, honestly. And also, I wanted to talk about this. So the memes, right? Fidget spinners, shooting stars like 3 times, right?
Shooting stars is not a 2017 meme.
Is it not?
No.
Is it 2016?
Yeah.
It came out when Doctor Strange came out.
No, it didn't. This song is an old song.
No, like shooting stars, yeah, it is. But like the meme is originated.
The meme was from Ant-Man.
The meme was from Doctor Strange.
It's from Ant-Man, isn't it? When he turns into an ant.
No, it's from Doctor Strange.
I'm pretty sure it's Ant-Man.
I mean, I don't know. You guys can figure that one out. But no, it's when, like, Doctor Strange goes through space and, like, goes in and out and all that stuff. Did Ant-Man go through? Oh.
Yes. The original
maybe it brought
Ant-Man.
it back or something. I don't know. But anyway, so, like, memes,
one of
right?
the many meme adaptions.
So... memes are like months a month. A meme can get old in like 5 seconds. So watching that, seeing fidget spinners everywhere, seeing like
they really heavily focused
cringy.
on slime though. I would have cared less if they'd have focused heavily on fidget spinners because that actually happened. But
that's a YouTube thing.
Slime happens every fucking year. There's slime.
No, but that is a mainly Instagram thing.
It's a YouTube thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been a YouTube thing for like since 2006.
No,
That's
but
why
slime
it's so
is
weird.
like everywhere on Instagram now.
Slime is not it's big on Instagram. It's big on
That's what I'm
Instagram.
saying.
Doesn't mean it isn't big on YouTube as well.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that it wasn't done on YouTube first as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was done on YouTube first.
They should have made an ASMR section. That would have been so funny.
Because it would have just been Despacito being whispered in your fucking ear.
That would have been amazing though.
It sounds awful.
I want to hear that.
I know, Despacito. And that number one, they got Louis Fonsi in it. Don't fucking sing it. It's so shit. It's not just about this in Rewind. It's just a shit song. It's just whack. I feel very passionate about Despacito.
Really?
It's fucking... Oh, it's
Desperado.
bad. It's bad. It's really bad.
I liked it at the beginning.
I never liked it because it's like, look at his face when he sings it. The guy's having too much fun and he knows that it's shit and he knows he's making loads of money off it. And he's doing that in the music video before it's even released, and that's the part that irritates me. And then they pulled Justin Bieber on to feature. It's like, yeah, you've just killed the song. I don't like that. I actually think when they played that in Rewind, I was like, anything but this song. In Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, shit.
I didn't even understand why that was on
Shape
there.
of You is not a good song.
Yeah, that's like on.
It's one of his weakest songs in my opinion.
Side note, like I'm really.
It's a really popular song, but it's weak for Ed Sheeran. We're doing music podcast today. YouTube Rewind picked shit songs.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic. Philip DeFranco.
Do you want me to talk about that one?
Yeah, you take this one over.
Alright, so Philly D. If you guys haven't seen my video on it, yeah, you should have, because it's the most people on my channel.
That one did numbers.
It's got like over 40,000 likes. It's absolutely incredible, that video. Basically, I kept on seeing a lot of people pushing this Philly D is a scammer type of thing, and I felt like it was weird anyway, because number one, I was Patreon pledged and I was not having any issues. And I got all of my rewards.
Yeah.
And the Patreon was managed fine. And if I didn't get a reward, I knew that there was people that you could contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the effort to. But I'd seen the change because I've been watching Philip DeFranco avidly for a long time. And I watched him when SourceFed started closing down a couple of years ago. And they were basically kicked out of the offices because it's an offices for SourceFed and Philip DeFranco show. Mm-hmm. Huge offices. And that was because Discovery and Philip DeFranco parted ways. Philip DeFranco then, which I didn't know, had to buy his channel back.
Yeah.
And then he set up the Patreon to be able to fund his show. Now, a lot of people were saying he's a millionaire, so he shouldn't be doing that. And I was like, you're a fucking idiot. Just because he's got $1 million in the bank doesn't mean... A lot of people were like, he should self-fund it. But I was like, alright, yeah, it would last for like 6 months, and then it would die. Because he doesn't have any investors, he's refusing to go with any investors, right? Mm-hmm. So
he's putting his like career and like revenue on the line for making it better.
Yeah, a lot of people's argument was, well, he should just get another investor, and I was like, well, you don't fucking understand the point of what he's trying to get, which is no investors, no money being passed under the table, a free news network. That's the aim.
Yeah.
So he's like, why is he not? Yeah, he could fund it himself. That's as independent as it would get. But that's also ridiculous. It's mental.
It's also the fact that it is a business now. It is, and people don't understand.
Fan support is okay. You're allowed to... The way I see it is, yes, I get a paycheck from YouTube and my sponsors. But it doesn't mean that I can't also have a Patreon and then get support from my fans. Mm-hmm. It's like saying a musician can supply the music. They can't sell the music, though. But they're allowed sponsors and to do TV adverts. But no, if you get people to pay for something they enjoy, no, you owe them that because they chose you. It's the way I see it. It very much feels like, no, you're famous already. Fucking don't ask for our money. But none of the people actually who want him to make this are bothered. Like me. I wanted him to make it, so I went, oh, I'll pay for it. Because that's what you do when you want something to happen.
Yeah.
Or you want something. You buy it. And that was the point I made in my video. People didn't like that when I was like, you could at least fucking pay for it. My point was, if you want it, the least you could do is pay for it. Which is literally the least you could do.
It's also like, it's not like he's begging for money. It's just there. If people want to donate, they can. If they don't want to donate, they don't have to. It's not like a pay to watch this. Like, he's not putting like an Onision like barrier.
He is at the moment, and I don't think he ever would be, because the whole point is that he wants a free news network. So if you suddenly went, yeah, well, now you have to pledge for it, that's automatically got rid of the whole point of free. He is giving it free to people. A lot of people, their main issue is don't care if he makes it. It's just like, is it dodgy? And I was like, in what way? I don't really see what could be done at this point to paint it as a scam. I don't think there's any way. The only critique is he could be really honest and upfront about everything. And I'd be like, yeah, but he does do regular updates on his Patreon and on the second channel. The other thing is, I was linked to the channel. A lot of people believe to be his actual news network channel. Turned out it wasn't the news network, it was the second news network, because there's more than one, which was meant to be like a second SourceFed. But I was just like, I saw news network and reports and news. I was like, I just assume it's a news network. But his plan isn't just to deliver just a news network as a whole, along with like his apps, so on and so forth. His plan is to Philip DeFranco show, news network, and a new group channel, which is something that I was aware of for like pretty much a year now. because there's a few people who already been selected for that or they're in talks with.
Yeah.
So I've known for years, even before I pledged, that he was working on it. It's gonna happen. It's not a scam.
Another criticism was he left and then made a new office, right? You could even see like the vlogs of him making the office, and the only thing that changed was 2 pillows.
That's the most. I mean, that's just annoying.
He's not gonna make it like a news network where there's a desk and like everything.
It's not. It's not even just that. It's if that is people's reasoning, that's fine. But at the same time, you can't tell me how much money I earn just because I have a sign there. Mm-hmm. This set was chosen. I designed this set. That's like saying, he's got 150 grand. Why would the people believe that should all go into the set? He means it's going into behind-the-scenes projects to make the already perfectly working show run properly. It was the most retarded point
it really is.
I'd ever seen. It was the most stupid and retarded point. If you believe somebody's YouTube set decides where their money is going, fucking English, you're a moron. It's a set. It's in the name. It's not real, and it's not a deportation like a fucking to show off their house. Oh fuck me. Because as I said before, it's like, I get $1 million to the paycheck, I buy a $1 million house. Do I now have to record every video on YouTube in front of that $1 million house just so you know where the million's gone?
Rice gum.
Yeah, it's like rice gum shit. I don't want Philip DeFranco doing that.
No.
Because number one, he's not pocketing the money.
Yeah.
So why would he be flexing anything
And
new?
also, like, he's not pocketing the money for sure because it is a business. I don't think people realize, like, there's always funds in a business bank account. It's not in his bank account.
Technically, he owns it.
Yeah.
So it's all his money.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a fair point that people give me. They're like, well, yeah, he owns the business, so it's all his money. It's not like it's in some magical place. Like, yes, I'm aware of that. But it's going towards the business.
Yeah, it's not going towards his next meal.
A lot of people are like, you can't prove that. And I'm like, he's already a millionaire anyway. He's already bought the channel back. I'm sure he's probably spent more money on it himself than the Patreon has yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really doubt that. Like, it's an expensive process.
And it's like, people say, where's the money going? Have you seen the second channel? There's, like, employees. Like, there's so many
Number
employees.
one, it's like, okay, there's like 10 staff members.
But it's not just that. You're not paying for just like, it's not like I'm a YouTuber and I need an editor to pay for. This is like business employee. You have like insurance to pay for. You have health benefits to pay for. You have to meet standards. You have to do workers' compensation.
It's not just that. So you've got the Patreon too. You've got the 2 editors. You've got the sound guy. You've got the video specialist. You've got all of those.
Mm-hmm.
The Philip DeFranco show used to have like 50 people in the office.
Yeah.
It doesn't anymore because he's not with Discovery. And a lot of people were also confused at one point, which was, why do I believe that him parting ways with Discovery was like a negative? As in, like, he was, there was some forcing there. And that was because he did a podcast with H3H3 where he literally said, if I am not on my channel anymore next year, can I count a shout out from you guys? Which basically really heavily implied the fact that, like, yeah, I'm in some trouble. So it was like, well, it was kind of just obvious from that point onwards that, like, he was working on something, struggling with something.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe it was a situation that was, like, all fucking great for him. Number one, office downsizing. He's got smaller space to work because hiring 60 people and having a huge office would be a waste of the Patreon money. That I feel like if he'd have been like, fuck it, I want to keep this place and my 60 staff, pledged to my Patreon. But like, that's worse if he went, I've downsized everything, little help, please.
Yeah.
Because you could have gone, fuck it, I want to keep my millionaire, multi-million-dollar offices and
Plus,
all that.
like, if he was greedy, which he is not by any means,
not be doing a free news network.
He wouldn't have downsized. He would have just kept going with Discovery and been making like millions and not even laying a finger.
He wouldn't even have a Patreon.
Yeah.
Because it makes him less money than if he'd have just gone with Discovery again or signed with another company.
Yeah, if someone else.
So I feel like, okay, you could critique the way he's done it. You could critique the fact that maybe he separated himself. It was all his decision. Okay. That doesn't change anything in my personal opinion. It kind of is like, is it a scam? No. All right, I don't have anything else to say then.
Yeah.
and that's really it on the Philip DeFranco topic. I think we're like half an hour in so far. Is there anything else going on at the moment? I haven't seen Star Wars yet.
Oh yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, my
see that
timeline.
Tomorrow actually.
Yeah, we're gonna see it tomorrow. We're not gonna spoil anything. Obviously, we haven't seen it.
I'm not reading any comments.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read any comments on it before we go see it. I like muted everything on my timeline. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're way ahead than I am. I just have been like, the thing is, there hasn't been any big spoilers, so I kind of just like, maybe it's just a filler film.
Maybe it's just like,
I feel like it's a filler for the last one.
Probably.
Because I didn't see anything happen.
I don't think it's gonna be like a spin-off thing, like just random story or anything like that. I think it'll progress with the story, but it's kind of just like things happen, not anything like people die or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because like if someone died, I'm pretty sure we would have heard it by now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can only hype.
Yeah.
Just try not to spoil it in the comments below, because like a big Star Wars
for other
fan.
people, for us, you know.
I mean, I want to end this because like we're going into 2018, so I suppose talk about some of that stuff. So there are guests planned.
There are guests planned.
And we are trying. We also are going to get another microphone. We've already ordered it. That'll be here on Monday. So next week's podcast.
Next podcast, yes.
It'll be around.
We're trying to perfect this podcast as much as we can.
As much as we possibly can, make it the best that we possibly can do. As well as that, like the plan is to start actually getting the videos up on here. It's just been so busy with travelling, so on and so forth. And like being on an Esther kind of throws issues up. So if the podcast takes another break in like 3 months' time, not my choice, but we're literally
oh yeah, that's countries. Another thing. We're talking about the future, it's like he only has 3 months more to stay here unless he gets his work visa, which is government. You send an application.
Takes time, but it will be here one day.
Yeah, hopefully before his travel visa runs out. If it so happens that he does have to leave, we will have to postpone the podcast. Because we're not going to do like a Discord call and just do it.
It's either like this or it isn't. And the thing is, the podcast is, I only film it when I feel like we can at our best. Like if we have to take time off, we will.
Yeah.
As well as that, just like main channel stuff. I suppose you got anything planned for your main channel?
I want to at least upload like every week or so. Slowly grow that one. But I don't really have like anything planned specifically. I want to do some skits. Like some fun stuff, just side projects.
Yeah, my plan is just like keep on doing what I'm doing currently, improve the stuff, and definitely get a bad bandwagon out in January.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
It was gonna be out last month, but like it's cold outside, so.
No, but it's definitely worth it. Bandwagon.
And I suppose my aim is 500,000 subs next year. That's the big goal.
Oh, remember when you made your first goal for this year?
And my goal was 100k.
Yeah.
And it's 255.
You definitely surpassed that.
So yeah, just kind of surpassed it, which is nice, and that's thanks to you a lot. So it is appreciated. But yeah, I feel like that's a good first podcast back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with how that one went. If you want to go pick up internetsensation.shop stuff, please, it's greatly appreciated. Supports the show until we get some other sponsors going. But always repping the merch is always neat to see. I will see you at Insomnia in 3 months anyway. That's confirmed because that's what I'm flying back for. And is there anything else? If you enjoyed this podcast, subscribe, leave a like, follow all of our social medias linked in the description below, and we will see you guys next time.
That was a short one.
Bye.
Bye.